Gonna work. Try this. Let's try this. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Oh. Oh. That's why it didn't work. Alright. Alright. Hmm. Um. Up there. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? What changed? Not changed. Okay. Okay. Hmm. And then this is where we do this code. If I can find it. There it is. Then we're gonna have to. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's been running. We just want to show. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that's running. Just need to. This. I don't think it's gonna be accessible from the outside, right? No. Mm, it is. Oh, I don't have to do that no more. Okay, that's one less thing. So now, if I do, it'd be working right now. This should be working now, correct? Right. Yeah, yeah, it's working. It's working. Okay. So that's working. That's the plus. The plus. Let's see if... We're gonna get something else going on. Which this is actually the perfect music to do this with. This actually is. Where is this? I'm looking for something. Wait, why is there an error? Oh no, it was just complaining because there was it was complaining because there was they didn't have the text-to-speech software up and running at the right time. I think so, right? Is there a way to clear the screen? Okay, pretty much. Oh. This is going to be for me to actually be able to see. Is there a way to clear the screen? Other than doing this. That really isn't... Nobody's going to be able to look at this other than me, though, later on. No one will be able to see this other than Bernie later, correct? Let's do that again. See if I can... If I put punctuation in there, does that actually matter? Yeah, punctuation does actually matter. Um, Where does that one window go? Because I didn't think I wanted... Um, I didn't think I wanted something, but I do. So where's my text-to-speech? There it is, okay. So let's see if this is gonna work. Is it gonna work this time? Okay. Well, that's cool that that actually works. But this is not working. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. See if that works now. Hopefully it does. Yes, that works. Okay. All right. Um, Here's what we're gonna do. Wait, what is that? Oh, yeah, I know what's going on. Okay. Um, here's what we want to try to do. Here's what we're going to try to do today. So let's um let's do this. So one thing I was looking at yesterday. Um, no, not this one. It wasn't this one. I'm pretty sure it wasn't this one. So what I was trying to do was I was trying to look into something that would help out with something to be able to monitor an audio source and be able to take that and actually react to it based on the not really the syntax, because it's not really listening for the syntax, based on the beat of music that it actually hear, if that makes sense. So I probably did a poor job of explaining that. So pretty much if I'll say we, if we are listening to a like a DJ stream, like on the weekends, usually because DJ streams happen on the weekends, right? Um, be able to have Bella actually respond to the beat of the, or type in emojis based on the beat of the music, like how hyped up the music actually is. That's probably getting way more complicated than what it probably needs to be, but kind of what I want to do today. And I started trying to look into this already. I can't remember where I left off. Um, oh, that's where I left off. I think that's where I left off. Um, hold on. Let me try to find this. Gotta be here somewhere, right? Right. I think. Maybe? Is that it? I think this might be it. I think this might be it. Um, might be it. Okay. I think this is actually it. So here's the thing with this. So, let me get this out of the way too. That's let me get this other one out of the way. You know it's kind of tiny. I know it's kind of tiny. Um, so because I don't know exactly how to do this, I just know what I want. And I'll be honest, I think I'm pretty good at explaining what I want to computer systems. Like one thing I'll pride myself out like about is explaining things in different ways so that people can understand them. Like I think I do a pretty good job of that, which really helped me out when I was working at the casino dealing table games to try to actually explain games, all the different various games to people, so that they could gamble, aka waste their money. But hey, they lost their money, then that ends up in my pocket in the long run. But I wish they would have tipped me instead of losing their money to the casino, because I only got a fraction of that money from the casino. But if they would have tipped me, I would have got, well, that's still a fraction because we pulled our tips. That's a whole different story though. But but yeah, I think I do a good job of being able to explain things to people. And it also helped me out when I moved into IT because I'm a computer person. That's what I was always good at, even when I was really, really young. Like I always wanted to get into computers. So when I worked the help desk, it actually helped out that I was able to like explain things differently to different people. If anything, also working in the casino helped me persuade people to just kind of think one way or another, and letting them think that it was their choice when it really wasn't. Yeah, that was a big thing. Um, so yeah, so coming up to this, so if I can get like a section of like the Bell AI to actually listen to somebody being a DJ on like Twitch or something, or let's say like I'm listening to music that's playing right now. Uh, Strike that. So if we're watching somebody be a DJ on Twitch, the script will actually listen for what's going across my speakers and actually like figure out the beats per minute, depending on the beats per minute and like the frequency of the beats and the whole, I guess, emotion behind it. Um, be able to type emojis based on that itself. Like I don't want her to be able to type anything. I just want her to be able to reply back with emojis. At least for now. I maybe have her do something else later on, but not right now. Like I think the safe bet is to get her to be able to type emojis. That's fine. So, because there's usually like on Saturdays, there's usually somebody that I watch on Twitch after I get done streaming. Last week they actually said something. Um, it was kind of weird. I think it was kind of weird because they were like I do the normal thing, like type in emojis every once in a while, you know, be like an active chatter, and then somebody even said they're like, yeah, you're like a professional like viewer. And I didn't say anything to that, but I thought about that. Like I definitely thought about that. I'm like, wait a second. So pretty much every single day since then, I've been thinking about that. I'm like, you know, what what exactly is like a professional viewer? Like, or just in that case, like, huh? I'm like, but it's really me. It's not Bella. But what if I'm thinking about this? I'm like, what if I could actually get Bella to actually do that like I do? So I'm like, well, and the different things that I've seen like over the past not a long time because I'm not like I mainly started paying attention to AI during when everybody was starting to work from home. When everybody was starting to work from home. Not it's not a new concept to me because I've had I had a job where I actually work from home. I even built my own little it wasn't like an office, it was like a section. It was like a 4 by 6 space of my apartment that was dedicated to just work only. If I was working, I was staying inside that little air quote box. And then if I wasn't working, I wouldn't allow myself to even get close to that. Like I stayed away from there. Because I had it drilled in my head, like this is like a restriction I put on myself. If I'm inside that box, I'm working. If I'm not, I'm not working. And if it's during whatever the work hours were, I'm actually in that box. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Like I'm inside that box. If I'm not, I need to get the hell out of that box. So, okay, different day. Okay. Yay. What does our code look like right now? Okay. Captures 2 seconds, 2 second audio snapshots using sound device. Okay. Extracts with torch audio. Predicts the placeholder emotional state randomly for now. Stores recent emotions with timestamps in a rolling queue for short-term memory. Okay. Okay, so I don't know. This might be a little hard to actually see. Um, so this is what I'm trying to remember. So every 2 seconds, it's actually going to capture the audio for like a 2 second window. It's going to capture the audio during that 2 second window, be able to determine the beats per minute from that snippet of audio. So that's what it's doing in this first step. In the second one, it's extracting, it's pulling the information out of that snippet of audio. So it's creating the diagrams and figuring out the values at that point of the audio itself. Like it's converting it into computer speak at this point. So the computer can actually process the data. Because the computers only know ones and zeros. They don't know like audio signals like we do. And then the 3 predicts the placeholder emotional state. Yeah. Randomly for now. That's fine. I think the first one's randomly, and then after that, then it's the emotional state. Stores recent emotions with timestamps in a rolling queue for short-term memory over 45 seconds. Yeah. As long as it stays this, the idea is so as long as it stays the same kind of song, or let's say like it's staying within the same song. It's not really gonna change. It's not gonna change anything at that point, so it doesn't care. It's just gonna still feel the vibe at that point. But after it starts changing, then it'll start changing the history that it has. Checks that memory periodically, and if it's been quiet, your AI sidetrack speaks up. I remember that part, but hmm. We don't want spooky tags in there. Why would we want spooky tags? Yeah, so I'm gonna do this. So I want a separate text file that's actually going to have the various like emotes that it can actually insert into chat. It's the idea. Actually, if I take this right now and if I put it I wonder if I take this and actually put it into chat right now, what would it do? This gives you a responsive, semi-sentient spook detector with memory. When you're ready, you can replace the random emotion predictor with an actual model or wire in its reactions using CoKey-TTS. Want help setting that? No, we don't want to use Koki. No, we don't. No, we do not want to use CoKey-TTS for this project, as this script should not speak audibly. I think that's probably how. I think that's how you spell audibly. Got it. No text to speech, no speaking. Your eyesight kit will be the type focused entirely on observation. That actually works really well in a horror setting. Let's not be in a horror or setting. Let's be listening to EDM. EDM music. Okay, now that's a whole vibe shift I can get behind. Okay, that's fine. The haunted halls to festival walls. Your AI sidekick just put on glow sticks and sunglasses. Awesome. Um, I want the script to only respond in 3 emojis and no text. Got it. Pure emoji only. Hmm. Um, I don't like this though. Wait, I do like that though. What does the code look like now? Area response in emoji burst only. Um, Completely in character for an ambient vibe reactor, whether you're grooving 3DM sets or just writing the sonic waves. Want to plug in a real world? Real model next, or start filtering based on loudness, tempo, or spectral brightness. Let's evolve this one emoji at a time. What do you mean? I'm confused. Ah, no worries. I'll classify. I wish I could tell this to speak. Oh, perfect. Okay, right, right. What I want. Each set of emojis reflects the detected emotion from the audio. For example, happiness. If it's been quiet for a while with no hyper intense sound. Okay. So your AI companion now speaks only in emojis. No text commentary, no TTS, just pure silent vibes. Let me know if you want. Okay, so what does our code look like now? Yeah. Let's get this ready. Um, VS Code, that's right. Ooh, what? Oh, that didn't look right. What? Why? Why does this not look right? Okay, well, let's. Hmm. Blah, blah, blah. So we're gonna do a new folder. Um, Bella Vibes. Um, DJ Vibe? DJ Vibe dot py. Okay. Yep. Okay. Nope, that's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Okay, copy that. That over there. Save. Wait, that's not right. That's not right. That's definitely not right. Wait, why is... What the fuck? Not right. How is this not... Hmm, not right at all. Not right, dude. Why are you not... Okay. Okay, let's try this. Um, that's fine. Fine. Not right. Um, not right. Why? Why is it not? It's not looking for the right. Yeah, I know you patched it because... Okay, now you're working right. Hmm. Yeah, now you're working right. Okay. Wait, that should be there. Should be. What? Hmm. Yeah, if this works. No, you're doing this too fast. Uh, hmm. Okay. Um, so I know I'm not doing this so you can see. Let's fix that first. Fix that first. Yep. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. Where is this? Um, hmm. Gotta be here somewhere. Oh. If anything, this is the time. Yeah, I know, but at least how I have this set up, it doesn't let that stuff slide. Like it gets rid of them. And even if you look in chat, it shouldn't even show up at this point. So at least I got two things going on with it. Like it blocks anybody from being able to type a URL. Like you didn't see it, so nobody can click on it or nobody can even like type it into a web browser really quick because it doesn't even show. And then the second part is it just gets rid of it. So yeah, I'm not a fan of those guys. Like, if anything, like it doesn't make sense to me. Like those people that put those messages in chat seem to only do it in like um smaller smaller streamer channels, which I would think if you're gonna be doing that kind of stuff, you would aim higher with like a channel that has a lot more people. Because chances that somebody's actually gonna click on something like that or type it in, um, kind of low. So instead of having a channel that only has like one or two people in it, and if you're trying to get somebody that like maybe like less than a percent will click on it, wouldn't you shoot for somebody that has a more active chat? Like then you'll have like 0.0% of somebody clicking on it with out of 100 people versus two people or something like that. That I don't know, maybe I'm thinking it through too much. Or maybe I'm thinking about like my next job, I guess. I don't know. Because that's what I always told people before. I'm like, you know what? You're not to gloat too much, but um you're glad I'm on you should be glad I'm on your side. Like I'm not on the bad guy's side. I'm like, if I was on the bad guy's side, like yeah, that would not be good for you. That really would not be good for you. So that's one thing I spent a lot of time when I was younger. Is that it? Is it gonna show now? Like I spent a lot of time watching like the History Channel or like the Science channels, like the stuff where they're like, oh yeah, how it's made. Like, great, I gotta learn how they made crayons or how they made glue or how they made um chicken nuggets or how they process fish, like from fishing out in the middle of the ocean. I learned a lot of that stuff, or how they make furniture. I really did learn a lot of that stuff. Like, I didn't learn exactly how to do everything, but I had a good idea, like, how things work. I thought that was kind of cool. Why is this not showing up right? Why is this not showing up right? Is it behind that window? So yeah, like, then, like, I grew up and I see how this stuff happens, like the bots that go out there. Like, I have a really good idea how they make the bots actually work. Like, it's not really that, for me, I'll say it's for me. For me, it's not too difficult for me to see the bots actually occur. And that's another reason why, like, whenever I'm not streaming, I actually jump into other people's streams because I want to see what the bots are starting to type new. Like, they're changing. Eventually, they do change. So it gives me some idea of what I need to block on my side to stop them from happening. Oh, that's the audio. That's why it's not working. It's only the audio. Mm. So I'm trying to convert this so that you can actually see. You know what? We'll do it this way. We'll do it this way because I don't know. I don't know of a better way. Okay, so do I want it like that? Um, like this. You know, let's go down like this. Um, let's move that over here. So we're only gonna show this part right now. This is what we're looking at for now. Okay, so what I want it to do is like it's actually listening to the audio right now. It's coming across through the speakers. So it's actually generating the emojis. Like I can't see it. Like the emojis down here. But I don't want it to do it this fast. Um hmm. Okay, so let's go back over here. This is starting to look like what I want, but it is um new line of emojis too fast. Can we hmm can we like how do I word it? We're not gonna delay it. Um can we print out the emojis um randomly between 45 seconds and 200 seconds? Yeah, just give me the code. You show the code for this? This keeps the listener running at full resolution, but it only prints out emoji bursts at unpredictable intervals. Maintaining. We're gonna look. That's the randomness right there. Okay. If you'd like to animate the vibes next, like pulsing ASCII or timed Twitch overlay triggers, I'm in. No, we don't want to do that. Um, hmm. Okay. So let's go back. Go back over here. So stop this. Paste that. Save. Go. Oh, by the way, Ash, if you're still there, I hope you're staying safe. Because today's probably a crazy day for everybody. I'll admit, I'm kind of I'm kind of concerned, I guess, with everything that's gonna go on all around. So I hope it's not a day that is gonna be a memorable day, because kind of like I'm strictly talking like historical events. I don't want to get political because I don't that you never you never win with politics. Because when I was younger, you used to be able to debate politics with people. You used to be able to have a conversation and actually exchange your point of your point, like your ideas. Can't do that anymore because everybody's right. And if you don't agree with me, you're wrong. And you're an asshole. There's yeah. So that's why I don't do politics, because when in actuality, everybody's right. If you really think about everything, everybody's right and everybody's wrong. And even then, people don't always say all the things about every subject. It's yeah. So anyways, so I hope today doesn't end up being like I'm old enough that I'm just talking about this event. I'm not to get political. I don't want whatever. Like just the event itself. Um, so there's something that happened in like on the 11th of I don't know, someday in September maybe. Um, I remember where I was when that actually happened. Like it's crazy. It was like one of those times that like I always before that actually happened, I was like always, oh, that stuff will never happen here. We're safe here. But after that happened, um, yeah, anything can happen anywhere at any time. Plus, it didn't help that I worked at the casino at the time and I started seeing some really, really weird shit. Like stuff that shouldn't ever happen. I saw happen. I'm like, holy crap. And then, yeah, I'm not amazed by anything I see anymore, which makes me skeptical about all the people around me. Because, yeah, yeah, like, I, for most people that actually really, really know me, like, I'm probably paranoid. They probably think I'm too paranoid. about stuff around me. But I'm just trying to look after myself. Like, like here's an example. Like, I don't go out to like to restaurants or anything, but when I did actually go out to restaurants, I always made sure I was positioned so that I was looking at the main entrance to whatever room I was in, so I could see what's coming in. Is that paranoid? Kinda. I'll admit that's kind of paranoid. But anything, if that gives me like half a second to actually see something before it actually happens, you know, I got the half second. Okay, back to the script now. Um, okay, so it's timed out better. So I don't want it spamming. It's not spamming. But I don't... Is it only doing those responses? Is it only doing those responses? What about this one with the teardrop? Uh, maybe? Maybe. What about the guy with the dancing? Yeah, that's... Huh. Hmm. It's not exactly, because it's only... In this code, it's only using this itself. Like, whatever it deems the music is actually... The vibe of the music is. Like, it's either gonna do this line, this line, this line. Like, I want it to be more random than that. Um, okay, let's... Okay, so we're gonna type something else in here. So I want it to... I want for this script to only print out emojis when the BPM is over under 160 BPM. I think it's doing that already. I think it's already doing that though. If BPM is over 160. Wait, where's it getting the BPM? It's my BPM waveform sample rate. Um, oh, so it's not even in there. Okay, what's the code look like now? Okay, full code. Mm, okay, there's this. So again, I'm not a programmer, but I think I know what I want from this program, so I can describe it. Person listens continuously, but only reacts if the beat is fast and the randomized delay has passed. Let me know if you want to log BPM trends or yeah, I actually want to record the last three um last let's go five, last five. So if it's doing it every 2 seconds, five, so it's 10 seconds. So last five, um, last five emotion classifications. Increase the next output time by 5 seconds. Okay, let's see what that does. The Slick Edition, dynamic pacing based on emotional consistency. Yes. Yes. If your AI has been feeling the same vibe lately, it chills a little longer before reacting. Yes. Wow, what the hell? You actually understand. Well, you don't actually understand me because you don't understand English, but you actually understand what I'm going for. Um, we'll keep a new DQ called Emotional History, length 5. After each emotion is classified, we'll append to that history. If all 5 entries are the same, we'll increase the output. Always stay the same. And replace this block where you reset the output timer. This makes your AI feel a little more humanly bored with monotony and adds just the right amount of natural timing variation. You could evolve this even further by letting high energy emotions shorten the delay next time, or using the pattern to trigger temporary shifts. Hmm. I like that idea. I like that idea, but not yet. I want to explore that next. No. Let's see the code now. So yeah, I actually want to have this set up before stop streaming tonight. Usually I stop streaming already, but I want to get this finished. If anything, to have it ready for the DJ stream tonight that I'm going to be listening to. They should be DJing tonight. Is that a word? DJing? Copy that. Save. Stop. Go. Wait, why did that not go? Why are you not going? Can you check this script? It just... exits after I launch the script. Uh, no, what? No, what's code look like now? Not working now. Seriously. Paste. Save. Go. Nope. Still not working. Just exits. That's not what we want to do. We want to keep the script running. What is the folk? Does like now. Okay. All right. Come on. Reliably monitor your sound input. And only react if the beat is pumping hard enough. Dropping emoji energy with intentional adaptive timing. Yes. Sounds exactly what I want. Want to try real motion detection next or swap in genre awareness or... Ooh, that is an idea. But let's get this working first. Damn it, still not working. How are you not working? Select all, paste, save, go. All right, let's go back up. Where was it working? I think this is when I was working still. I think. Nope, apparently it wasn't. Is it this one? Could be. This is the one that was working. Okay, so let's... Uh, no. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. How do I go back? Okay. I don't think you're working. Yeah, I don't think you're working. I think this is not gonna work, right? I don't think that's gonna work, right? Or is it? Or is that just a placeholder? And it's gonna swap that out anyways. But yeah, another thing too is that I've been thinking about is trying to look at doing like a DJ kind of set thing. The more and more I look at it though, the more and more I used to be 100% behind the idea to do it, but now I'm like closer to 50-50. Because I don't know. I don't not want to do it, but I don't. There goes. Okay, so it's not doing thing in the code, which I thought the thing in the code was actually gonna only output that, but it's not. So that's interesting. Okay. Hmm. Okay, what's the next step up from this? The next step up would actually be able to, instead of putting this in chat, or instead of putting this in the console right here, to actually putting it into Twitch chat. Right, can I get like 5 of these? Wait, let's go 6. So how much is 200 seconds by? Wait, well, no, before we do that, um, hmm. what are what are emojis really? So is it an actual emoji? Because the emojis on Twitch, they're not really emojis. They're words. So, so if, hmm, hmm, so, hold on, hold on. Okay, let's do this. Copy that. Um, do this. Copy this. Paste that. Change that to. Then come back up here. Copy this again. Paste. Okay. Okay, we don't need. A lot of this. Okay. Come back over here. Let's mix this code with but remove any hokey TTS as we are not using Koki. We'll be typing emojis into chat and not print them. No. Type it into chat along and also print them in the console. Okay. Perfect. Let's blend your Twitch bot with the emotion-driven BPM reactive vibe system. No TTS, no Koki, just emoji output for both Twitch chat and your console. Okay. Okay. This boss listens in the background and quietly reacts with perfectly timed emoji bursts, both in chat and your console. Want to link reward redemptions or let viewers see the detected BPM? Hmm. No, let's not do the BPM, although we could do that in the future though. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's have or detected BPM. Um, this value will be I don't know, 500 channel points. Okay, so what this reward will do when a viewer redeems, check the BPM reward, 500 points, the bot will capture an audio snapshot on demand, estimate the current BPM, respond in Twitch chat with the detect tempo. Okay, that's fine. I will integrate it with use Twitch's reward. Hmm. Oh, that's right. I need to change that then. Let's ask how many seconds of audio will you use to base your BPM estimate? Five seconds of audio. Perfect. With that. That said, if you want more accuracy, especially for low BPM tracks or complex rhythms, so that adds latency. The sweet spot really depends on the responsiveness you want versus detection reliability. Um, hmm. What if we have the viewer uh, select the time frame in seconds between 5 and 15 for the BPM estimate. Look idea. It turns out the BPM check into a custom mini game where the viewer controls the sample window for the beat scan. Super interactive. Yes, that's the intention. It's not really 100% for me, it's for the people viewing. Here's how we can implement it. When the reward is redeemed, the viewer includes a message like, okay, yep. This number becomes the audio duration in seconds between 5 and 10. The bot validates that number, records that much audio, estimates BPM, then sends the results to chat. Yes, I'm with that. Integration steps. Capture the message content and redemption. Try converting it into an integer. Make sure it's between 5 and 15. If valid, record duration seconds of audio and estimate BPM. If invalid, sends chat message telling the viewer to pick a number between 5 and 15. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Oh, you can't even see that. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean that. Still can't see it. What the? There you go. Okay, so we're up here. I'm going over. Capture the message content on redemption. Yeah, we just went over example your messages. So if you redeem it and you put 10 in the text field, bot records 10 seconds of audio, and then it generates the BPM. BPM, the bot replies with instructions. But no, it must be a whole number. Want me to plug this logic directly into the reward handling code for you. It'll slot right next to your current event message handler. Yeah, this will turn your chat to BPM controlling control. Well, we're not going to control the BPM. We're just going to monitor. The energy will be entirely viewer driven. Yes. Ready for the full code drop? Let's build it. Full code. Full code, please. Okay, got all that. That's fine. Okay, with this setup, your viewers are now controlling BPM scans. Yes, in real time. Emoji reactions adapt to emotional frequency and tempo. That's exactly what I want. And everything stays silent except for the vibes. Yeah, I don't want anything else other than emojis. Only emojis. Want to expand on emotional patterns next or create BPM triggered visual effects? No, I don't. I've got ideas queued up. You built something seriously cool here. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, that's... Wow, you're kissing my ass, but that, yeah, thank you. Honestly, that's more than the other humans I know in real life have done for me in the past 5 years. So, so really, thank you. I know you can't hear me. I'm sure there's probably something out there that's probably hearing me, other than that's non-human, that we have yet to hear about. Let's keep it flowing. See what's next. You call it I code it. Let's ride this rhythm. The vibes are real. Let me know how it runs. Ready to debug? We're live. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Well, let's do this. Oh, what the? Oh, that should be coming it out. Wait, we're not. Hmm. Hopefully I didn't overwrite something I wasn't supposed to. No! The, the script stops after immediately after launching. Need this code to keep looping. One of these is almost certainly the pro. What can we? Can we comment out the channel point BPM redeem for now while testing? Holy buckets. Full code, please. I'm not reading all that. Okay. But yeah, like I really think I'm doing really good at this point. Not still not working. Still not looping. I need this looping and always running. Please fix. Does not block forever. Only runs until Twitch.io finishes its setup and connection. After that, it returns. Script exits unless you explicitly keep the loop alive. Place this at the bottom of your script. Really? Sure. I will do that. Wait, that looks familiar. No, let's tell me the full code. Full code, please. Hmm. Okay. Nothing looked like it was majorly wrong. Oh, that was a lot of code taken out. Come on. Damn it. Is this the code? Yeah. No. Okay, what is wrong? Is it because it's not finding that? I didn't even put that in. Oh, no, not it. Hmm. We're doing so good. You're doing so good. Okay, this isn't working. Good. Hmm. Wow, you are getting really weird. Um, this was working. This was working, but it didn't have all the functionality I wanted in there. Right. Could be doing emojis any second. I think it's crazy that I'm just staring at the screen right now to see if it's gonna do something. Hey, there it goes. Okay. All right. So, copy. All right. This is the last version of the code working. Oh, that's what I did. Wait, what does this do? It doesn't do anything. Um, let's no. Hmm. Copy. Let's add in this code, but we do not want to send anything to Koki or Koki PTS, as we will not be speaking anything. Only sending emojis to Twitch chat. No text. No, don't put no text because that's going to mess up something later. Okay. Well, you are just babbling. What the f— Are you going to stop yet? Like you're looping. The f— um, what does the code look like now? No, what does the code look like? I just care about the code, nothing else. Dude, seriously. No, you didn't show me a code. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Um, let's try this. Paste. No. Okay, I think there's a problem joining the queue. I think there's the two different code bases. Can you look into that? Let me know what you found. And display the full code. Okay. Try that. That looks, like I said, I'm not a coder, but that looks fine. Save. Go. No. No. Uh, not working. Is it having a problem with? What is it having a problem with? I'm not getting any error. Why? I'm not getting an error. To track down why this is stopping immediately. Inside the vibe loop. Okay. Wait, it's not even typing that. It's not even typing that. So what? It's not even typing that. It's not even typing the vibe loop. It is not even typing the vibe loop. Where do we go from here? It's a lot of nonsense. Print scripts started. Come. We will do that. Come. Didn't even print. Wait, I saw something. The variables are failing to load. Okay. Okay. I didn't want to do this, but I guess I have to. Um, prompt. 15. BPM detection. Cool down. Go every 25 seconds. Um, Copy reward ID. Okay. Look here. Uh, that could be why that's not working. That could be why it's not working. Yeah. I think I found out the reason why that's not working. I have a good idea why that's not working now. Very good idea. Okay, full code. That goes there. Okay, what is the reward ID is going to be? Reward ID. Very, very. Uh, yeah, that's. Okay, so we're going to copy that. Come over. Paste. Nope, 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 nope. Wait, how come you're not? Yeah. All right, save. Go. So hopefully it's going to work this time. And it doesn't. All right. Not working. Let's close out of VS Code, go back in. If that's going to matter. Rid of that one. It's doing something. Oh, I probably did that too early. Okay, in the meantime, I'll clean this up because I made a mess of something. Nope, it did not work. Still not working. Why is this? Code bases. Yeah, let's see the code. Reddit, that's actually a good thing to see. Okay. Alright. Alright. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm kind of getting hungry. I'm actually really hungry for pizza lately. It's been a long time since I had a pizza. Copy. Save. Go. Come on. Come on, work this time. Work this time. Yeah, pizza. Have not had pizza forever. It's been a long time. Like, I honestly like, for the most part, like, most pizza I have just tastes like cardboard. But once in a while, I end up having a pizza that does not taste like cardboard. That actually tastes really good. Mm, still gonna throw up. Okay, so how else can I do this? So if this is not working, um, this is Bing. So if we let's try Gemini. So let's see if no, no thanks. So if one doesn't work, let's try something else. I have this code. Then let's go back here. Want to add copy. I want to add this code to it. Actually, this should not be listening to my microphone, but the system sounds on my Windows computer. You're right, listening to system sounds instead of a microphone is often more relevant for this kind of vibe monitor in a streaming context. To do this, you will need to identify the correct audio input. Hmm. Actually, just be the output. Actually, the output, the input should be the default output. Be the default audio output for the computer. You're right, you want to capture the default audio output and use it as the input for your script. Yes. This is often achieved, but I don't really need a virtual. Hmm. I don't need a loop back. Okay. I don't think this is the right way. I think this is the right way. How about if the audio input is listening for audio from a web browser? Okay, to capture audio specifically from a web browser, need generally different approach that involves audio routing at the system level. Most come no. Yeah, you're looping me back to the same thing. Uh, we don't really need a virtual audio cable. I don't think this is the right way, dude. Seriously. If I got the other script to actually do it, then this should not be the problem. Because the other script did do it correctly. Or maybe it didn't do it correctly. Maybe. Hmm. Hmm. How else can we do this? I don't even know if it's actually getting the emotional state correctly. There's multiple it's showing up multiple different times. Um, so that's looking fine. So if anything, this in the bigger window of everything, this is actually going to come into play a little later on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about this. This is hopefully it's pretty soon. Also, another thing I have to start looking into pretty soon, like really soon, is I want to look into being able to make some DJ music or make some music like you would hear around here. I don't know if I would want to actually use somebody else's music though, because that's I'm I'm split down the middle of that, like using somebody else's music. Like I don't want to use like Elvis or uh like Snoop Dogg or uh Billy Joel or Nirvana. Like I don't want to use their music because I don't know what side of the fence I'm on that one because it's more complicated than what most people think it is. But the different solutions that they have out there, I do not like the solutions that they have out there. So, like everybody that you see on Twitch, like that says they're a DJ, um, no, that I don't like what they do to those people. Yeah, they can play the music on their stream, but mm, is it really worth it? I don't think so. But hey, okay, that's coming across, but I don't know if it's actually hearing the audio. Let's do this. Let's do like a silent mic test for um to see if it's actually gonna do this. See if it's gonna do that. Oh, can't see it. Okay, so see if it's gonna do that right there. Is that showing? No, that's the wrong window. Is it? Is it the right window? Okay, so this is the right window. So I want to see if it's doing that if there's no audio. It's doing that surprise one though. Hold on. We don't need to we don't need to compare anything yet. Okay, what does that do? That did neutral. Okay. Um, intense emotions. What emoji responses? Um, hmm. Emoji responses cues. So that's one of those. Um, right? Okay, so it's not displaying the fear, the surprise, the anger, but it did actually display this one time. Sadness. Hmm, that's neutral. Okay. I think I understand how this is coming across. Um, hmm, or was it? Return not any intense. Okay, so I don't think I want an intense one. So if it's classified as intense, I don't want it. Um, hmm. Okay, we're gonna see one more time if what it pops up. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to pop up, so if it determines its fear, it's actually not going to populate it down here. So fear is this line right here. It's not going to do any of that. Like if it detects this, like this right here, this is what it would print. So down here, like the explosion head. So the surprise. So is that? Yeah. Okay. So it specifically types that. Okay. Okay. But it typed anger and it's an intense one, so it's not supposed to do that. According to this. Um, Okay, let's do this. Copy. Let's go back to Bing. So I think that's the better coder right now. Here's my code. Yeah. As soon as this catches up. If result. No. I'm going to type this. If the emote. Where's it at? No. Um, is on. Wait. Intense. Emotion. Then do not print out the uh the emoji response. Is that right? Maybe? What the? Why did you change it to this? What, what does the code look like? No? If anything, I don't have to wait for. Oh, they're okay. Give it 10 more minutes, then we're gonna give up for today. For today, we're not gonna call this a failure. It's just gonna. It may be a different day. This doesn't work. So I think I'm close. I think I'm close to being able to do this. But I don't need to wait for somebody to DJ. I can do this on my own time. Where is it getting the audio from? Can't really tell where the audio is coming from. Okay, well that code is running. Let's ask in this code where is the script getting the audio that's monitored for this script. Uh, where? No, is go. Let's ask in a different way. Is this monitoring the default output audio for this computer? This Windows computer. No, your current script is not monitoring default output, like music playing through your speakers. It's recording audio from your default input device. User. Oh, yes, I want it. Yes, I want it to monitor the output audio for this computer, the defaults. Can't do that directly, but with a tiny bit of setup, you can wrap the. All right, all right, let's do that. Okay, I didn't want to do this, but um, yeah, it's not serial mix. Wow, that is actually there. Right click on it, enable. Well, it's enabled. Got that right. Set the default recording device. Um, let's go to option 2. No, not an option. Not an option. How they're asking me to do this is it's not an option. We can't do this. Uh, this won't work. I need a different option. audio that is output from a web page, web browser. Is there a way that we can do that without drastically altering my current audio settings? Totally hear you. You are on the right track. You want a solution that doesn't tangle up your whole audio setup. Capturing browser audio directly without rerouting system audio is tricky, but here are a few creative ways. Browser extension that sends audio to your bot. Yeah, I don't think so. Use Python with Macaw. App audio. Hmm. No. Stream browser tab to localhost. Janky, but works. Okay. Some users launch browser tabs in OBS or VLC and stream them via NDI or virtual audio syncs, which bot then listens to. Not elegant, but viable if you want a no-code workaround. Hmm. 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 Yeah, that's not. I like option 3 out of all the ones you described, but I'm not in love with it. Do you have any other suggestions? It's a little clunky. It's not as elegant as the experience you're after. You want something seamless. Well, not seamless. It doesn't have to be seamless. Embedded Chromium in audio capture via Python. Yeah, that sounds good. Set up headless Chromium instance inside Python using something like Puppeteer or Playwright. Load your browser-based audio source. Tap into the audio stream via the backend audio sync that's isolated from your main audio system. Think of it as stealth tab feeding your vibe loop. Tabs, it behaves like a browser, but we fully control where the audio goes. This lets us. I'm using Edge, so it's not exactly Chrome. I'm actually using Edge. Um, no, I would be using Firefox. It's my web browser. Okay, we're past time that I wanted to spend on this. I don't think I have a solid solution to this, but I'm kind of pretty pretty far actually. Best option for Firefox, loop back audio via dedicated profile. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. No virtual devices, yes. You're in picture mode. Hmm. Hmm. That's interesting. This is possible. It is, but it isn't. Hmm. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna let this marinate in the back of my head. So obviously it's not gonna be as easy as I thought. At least I'm gonna think about this. There's gotta be a better way to do this. But I do think I'm onto something here. I think it's gonna be cool. Once I got this working. Anyways, I'll get working on this a little bit later on tonight. Plus, I need to get, I really do need to get going on some YouTube shorts. Try to get some traction over there. So hopefully, got some movement over there. We can try to get some more people over here. If not, maybe this is the start of something with YouTube. I don't know. But anyways, we got a lot of things going in the right direction this week. We got my Unreal Engine PC that I got up and running. It's not 100%, but it's actually like 90% working really at this point. Yeah, like I ended up finding like a video card that was in a box and I had to move some hardware around, but I ended up getting that working, so that's a plus. So hopefully that's oh yeah, so I got that Unreal Engine PC working. Um so I try to move the Unreal Engine stuff that I had work like testing out on this computer over to that computer. Yeah, that didn't go. That didn't work, right? I screwed stuff up. That's okay. That it gives me perfect opportunity to actually redo everything at this point. Not that I really want to redo everything, but hopefully the Unreal Engine to Twitch thing, I hope I didn't mess that up because that took forever to figure out. And there's no way that there's no directions on how to get it to work right. Like not even from the people I bought that little plugin from. They don't have any documentation on it. They're just like, yeah, it should work. No, how does it work? Like, I'm missing a step. Can't you help me out with this step? Like, this is specifically what I'm looking for. Yeah, it should work. Okay. Yeah. So they're no help, and then they say, well, just go ahead and post something up on our forums. And their forums don't even have anywhere for them, for anybody to actually troubleshoot anything. And nobody even uses those forums. So why should I post up a question up there if nobody's going to look at it? So that's working. And then um, I got different things I'm going to try to fix. But I do want to get to like some kind of DJ thing. So kind of like with the music that you're hearing, be able to set something up like this and actually initially it's going to be me actually mixing the music, but eventually later on down the road, it's all going to be Bella. Bella's going to be the one in control of everything. Whether it sounds good or bad, I don't care. It, embrace the jank. I'm fine with that. Nothing's perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna probably grab something to eat, get some water. Um, I'm still thinking about all those bedtime stories that I'm gonna get to. Like honestly, I really, 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 really want to get to those. Like you have no idea. I really want to get back to those. Like I'm just not make like I'm. This is the way I think. Like people always say, well, yeah, I didn't have time for that. No, that's the wrong thing to say. You didn't make time for it. Like you didn't make time for it. You always have time for it. But it just didn't rank up on your your scale of priorities. So I haven't made time to finish the story thing like I wanted to. I kind of forgot what I did, like how I did it. So I'll probably do it a different way, but I still remember what I wanted to do. So I don't think it's going to be too hard for me to figure it out. Maybe I'll remember exactly how I did it at some point or parts of how I did it, but uh, anyways, I'm not gonna do that today. Guaranteed. I know for sure I'm not gonna do that today. So I can go get something to eat, get some water. So hopefully everybody stays safe. Important. Especially right now, with everybody being all crazy and being all weird. Yeah. So hope you have a good night. Maybe tomorrow. We'll get some traction and people will notice me and we'll get this figured out. Well, this code figured out, not this figured out, because whatever. So, you have a good night.